Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. When I close this window, this Zoom today, there will be a very quick link and a 4-question survey. We would appreciate your feedback if you can provide it. Also, I'm sorry, I have the wrong one up. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for Ohio Students that is being sponsored by the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a couple of housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions that you might have for the presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists and the presenters cannot see or hear you. Again, this is one of many different sessions happening today, so please feel free to check out the full schedule at oacac.org. And as a reminder, this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, which again is oacac.org. So now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. Go ahead and take it away, Leanne.
Awesome, thank you so much. Let me get my screen shared for everybody. Awesome, so if everything worked out correctly, you all should be seeing a PowerPoint. Just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Leanne Williams. I am one of the undergraduate admissions counselors for Florida Southern College. I'm the counselor who works specifically with Ohio students. So I'm going to be your point of contact for any questions this full academic year. In addition to Ohio, I also happen to work with the Mid-Atlantic regions, Pennsylvania and Kentucky and West Virginia. As we mentioned already, you can ask any questions using the Q&A feature. I'll probably get to the questions at the end, but just so you know, I will be receiving a transcript of all of your questions. So if I don't get them today, or I don't get to them today, I'll be able to follow up with you via email afterwards. All of my contact info is also going to be at the end of the presentation, so don't hesitate to reach out one-on-one if there's anything you wanted to touch back with. And it's also very easy to find my contact info on FSC's website. But to get going with kind of the basic information, Florida Southern College is located in the city of Lakeland, which is almost exactly halfway between Tampa and Orlando. So we're in a pretty ideal location in terms of access, especially for out-of-state students. There is a major airport in Tampa as well as Orlando, so you've got lots of options to choose from in terms of getting here. Of course, we also enjoy the benefits of being close to 2 major recreation hubs. When you think about it, on the Tampa side of things, we're 45 minutes or so from the beaches of St. Pete and Clearwater. And then on the other side, thinking about Orlando, we're roughly 40-45 minutes away from Walt Disney World and Universal. So besides, again, access to 2 great big cities, Lakeland itself is an awesome college town. We've got a lot of independently owned coffee shops and cafes, movie theaters, an outdoor shopping mall, and a great sense of community here as well. Coming back to Florida Southern specifically, we were founded in 1883, which makes us one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Florida. In terms of size, our campus is about 15 acres and we have about 3,500 total students. So again, a nice, comfortable size, not too big, not too small. Of these 3,500 students, about 60% are from the state of Florida and 40% are from out of state. We have had students representing just about all 50 states and 50 foreign countries as well. Drilling down into academics, we have 70 different programs of study across 5 schools: the School of Business, School of Nursing and Health Sciences, School of Physical Therapy, School of Education, and School of Arts and Sciences. Some of our most popular majors include biology, marine biology, nursing, business, musical theater, and education. We are a liberal arts college at our core, so no matter what your major is, you're going to be receiving a well-rounded degree. Also, about 40% of our students double major or pick up a minor. So if you're a student interested in more than one subject, there are ample opportunities to pursue multiple fields. We also offer 16 pre-professional tracks for students looking to continue their education past the bachelor's level. So think medical school, law school, etc. These tracks are specific coursework and advising designed to prepare you for the application process to grad school and, of course, to be a successful graduate or professional student. We also have some graduate options right here at Florida Southern, including several 4+1 accelerated master's degrees. The 4+1 program allows you to take some graduate level courses your junior or senior year so that after your undergrad graduation, you only have 1 year left to complete your master's. And we offer those as an MBA, a Master's of Accountancy, and a Master's of Education. And again, if you'd like any more specific info, don't hesitate to reach out to me. We take a very personalized approach to education. Our average class size is about 18, and we have a 14:1 student to faculty ratio. It's the kind of school where our professors pride themselves on knowing students by their first name within the first couple of weeks of classes. Speaking of the professors, all of our courses are taught by faculty themselves. We never have graduate assistants or student assistants leading the courses. We want all of our FSC students learning directly from the experts. We do place a heavy emphasis on engaged and experiential learning. So you're going to be an active participant in the classroom regardless of your major. We really believe in the power of learning by doing, and we want to immerse students in their field as soon as possible. So some of my favorite examples of engaged learning include our nursing department, which is direct entry. So students start their nursing classes freshman year, and they are in clinical observations by sophomore year. They do classes in our state-of-the-art Blanton Nursing Building, which features a lab of super realistic human simulator mannequins. Another example highlighted right here on the slide from our communications department, you can see a photo of our CBS affiliate studio, which is right on campus and allows students to get hands-on real-life broadcasting experience. Other examples are education students get hundreds of hours of observational experience, both through local school districts as well as right here on campus. We have a preschool as well as an elementary school. And our biology students are conducting research with antibiotic-producing microorganisms in practically their very first week of classes. Obviously, hands-on learning is going to look a little different for each major, but with ample opportunities for research, internships, and the like, all of our students are guaranteed a high-impact, engaged learning experience. If you're looking for an extra academic challenge, we do also have an honors program. Some of the perks include priority housing and class registration, but the main draw is the opportunity to conduct a capstone or thesis project. The honors program does require a separate application, and more info about all of that is very easily accessible on our website. So part of our engaged learning experience also includes these 3 guarantees. These are 3 enhancements to our program that we think make the FSC education truly special. They are study abroad, a professional internship, and graduating on time. So the first guarantee I'd like to highlight is that study abroad experience, and you can see examples of recent FSC trips highlighted right here on the slide. We offer this guarantee through something called the Junior Journey Program, which is a 7 to 10-day trip that takes place over school breaks in either junior or senior year. Offering these options over school break ensures that all students are going to be able to go. Being in a heavy track major that maybe doesn't allow for a full semester away is not going to keep you from getting to study abroad. And the best part about these trips is that they are at little to no additional cost to students. So, there is a heavy academic component to these trips. You're going with a professor and receiving course credit. So obviously, you have that piece in addition to the general benefits of travel experience. We offer a variety of options, both domestic and international, and students can choose the trip that is most interesting to them. You don't necessarily have to go on a trip affiliated with your major. So it's a great way to broaden your horizons and, explore a different part of the world as well as maybe a different subject matter. Now, some programs do offer a full semester abroad option, and we do offer some extended trips that take place over the summer, but by offering a variety of options for study abroad, we're able to ensure that the majority of our students get that travel study experience. We also guarantee internships to all of our students regardless of their major. 95% of employers are looking for new hires with experience, so an internship allows you to be a competitive candidate once you enter the job market. Students have the opportunity to do internships locally during the school year. As I mentioned, we're right in the heart of Central Florida, and there are a lot of career options for a variety of fields. Or students can arrange to do maybe an internship a little bit closer to home over the summer or even further away. The 2 examples we have on the slide right here here. One of them is Abby. She was in our pre-veterinarian track, and that photo is from an internship she did in South Africa where she worked at a rhino orphanage. And on the other side of the slide, that student's name is Natalie. She was a nursing major and she did an internship at a neonatal clinic in the Philippines. So obviously lots of opportunities. We just want to make sure that you guys are graduating with a solid degree and a solid resume. And then finally, our last guarantee is we guarantee graduation on time. The biggest reason we're able to offer this guarantee is obviously, in addition to everything else we've already shared, students are paired with an academic advisor in their field of study as soon as they are on campus. You're guaranteed to meet with your advisor several times a year to make sure you are staying on track for graduation. It's not the kind of school where you're going to be fighting for an appointment to talk to an advisor. We want to make sure that you guys are getting all the resources you need right away. We're also transfer credit friendly, so you may even be coming into college with several college level courses under your belt. So, why are all of these things important? Well, they translate to post-graduation success. About a third of our students go on to a graduate program, and the remaining 2/3 enter the workforce. On the bottom of the slide, we have some logos from institutions or companies that recent FSC grads have gone on to join. But really, the number I'm proudest of on this slide is that 97% of our students are reporting that they have achieved their post-graduation goals within that first year of leaving FSC. So no matter what their objectives are, they're feeling very well prepared for whatever it is that comes next. So while academics are obviously a priority in your college search and college experience, we also want to talk a little bit about student life because Florida Southern does pride itself on being a true campus community. Students are required to live on campus for all 4 years, but that also means that you are guaranteed on-campus housing all 4 years. We have a variety of living styles, 16 different residence halls in an apartment, so you can choose from maybe, all of our first-year students live in a traditional dorm setting, but then as you get a little bit older and have more options, we also offer suite style living and some apartment complexes that are owned by the college and just a short walk off campus, so juniors and seniors can get practice in that semi-independent style of living. I know food is also a big consideration when choosing a college, so I just wanted to quickly mention that we have 9 different dining options all across campus that are able to accommodate a variety of culinary palates. Some of our dining options even feature some of your favorite national brands like Starbucks, Steak and Shake, and Boar's Head Deli. So you're always going to be able to find something to eat. Kind of, on that student life, theme, I wanted to touch base on athletics. So we are Division II in the NCAA, and we have 20 D2 teams right here on campus, 30 national championships under our belt. So there is a lot of school spirit surrounding FSC athletics. Our mascot is the moccasin, the snake, not the shoe, and you'll often hear that abbreviated to mock. So if you are interested in learning more about FSC, you're going to see a lot of mock this, mock that. That's where that's coming from. Varsity recruiting is competitive and it's handled by the coaches directly. So students who are interested in athletics, we encourage you to head to our athletic website and fill out the prospective athlete questionnaire. But if you're not interested in varsity level athletics, but still like participating and competing, we have a lot of opportunities to be involved at the club and the intramural level. I like to highlight our club sports because several of them were student-led initiatives to be founded on campus, such as our equestrian team. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more, our esports team, when they're in season, they broadcast on Twitch. So that's a great place to check them out. As I mentioned, we've got tons of opportunities to be involved and engaged on campus. Something that is a common thread across the board for FSC students is that they are very busy. They like to be very involved in the classroom and outside the classroom. And we have over 100 different clubs and organizations to be involved in. Everything from Greek life to student government to faith life, multicultural organizations and performing arts groups, and just about any special interest group you can think of. Everything from the Disney Club to the Gardening Club to the cat enthusiasts. There truly is something for everyone, and we make it as easy as possible for students to be able to get connected with those clubs. We also offer plenty of resources for students right here on campus, everything from our counseling center, crisis resource management, our writing center, our peer tutoring center, and our career center, which has recently been split into 3 distinct branches so that students can get the specific advising for the field they are most interested in. We want to make sure that we are educating the full student, not just academically, but also personally and professionally. So now that we've talked all about FSC, let's kind of get down to business in terms of the mechanics of officially becoming a monk. First and foremost, it is completely free to apply no matter how you choose to do so. Our application is available on the FSC website, the Common App, and the Coalition app. In addition to the application document, we need a high school transcript, one letter of recommendation, and a personal statement. This year, FSC has adopted a test optional policy, so students can either submit ACT or SAT scores or provide an additional writing sample. Speaking of the scores, so we don't preference one over the other in terms of ACT versus SAT. We'll take whichever one you have, and if you've taken both, we'll take whichever one is higher, and we super score both exams. But again, if you are unable to test or did not want to submit test scores, you just need to submit an additional writing sample. Something I wanted to emphasize on this slide is that students can submit these materials one at a time as they become available. You don't need to have everything ready to submit all at once. Florida Southern is on rolling admission, so once we receive all of your documents, you will get a decision within 2 to 4 weeks. We know that cost is a major factor in the final decision, so I wanted to touch base on financial aid. Every application that is received is automatically considered for an academic-based scholarship. You do not need to apply separately. We do encourage all students to file FAFSA, at least for the first year, because Florida Southern does also offer some need-based aid opportunities. Some departments on campus do offer specific scholarships. Obviously, those are based on an audition, a portfolio review, an interview, or athletic recruitment, things like that. And we also do offer a scholarship program called our Prestige Scholarships. These scholarships do require a separate application, and they are everything from any additional amount up to a full ride. More info on qualifications to apply and how to apply can be found on our website by searching Prestige. And then finally, and maybe best of all, FSC is what's called scholarship stacking. So that means we will accept any outside grant and scholarship you receive from an external organization. We'll never take anything away from our financial aid package just because you're receiving a scholarship from the outside. So, obviously, I want to thank you all for taking your time to attend this webinar live, or if you're watching it later, taking some time to learn a little bit more about Florida Southern. If you would like to learn more about the college, we definitely encourage checking out our visit page. The URL is right there to check out both our virtual and in-person options. We are open for in-person tours several times a day, Monday through Friday. We do require advanced registration so that we can monitor our capacity and make sure social distancing is being enforced properly. But again, if you are in the Florida area, we'd love to welcome you for a tour. We also offer plenty of virtual options. We do an online info session several times a week. And now that the semester is up and rolling, we are working with our faculty to schedule some academic discipline specific webinars that will be happening in the evenings. As those are finalized, we'll be updating our website. So we definitely, again, encourage checking out that visit page to see when the program you're interested in will be presenting. We are also offering 2 virtual open houses on Saturdays this fall. One is on September 26th and the other is on November 14th. And that's also going to have the opportunity to hear from faculty as well as different offices on campus. And then of course, if you're unable to attend any of these sessions live, we have hundreds of hours of video footage available on our website to be viewed at any time. So to wrap up, I just again wanted to thank you all so much for taking some time to learn about Florida Southern this afternoon. I wanted to again emphasize that I will be your point of contact for any questions, so don't hesitate to reach out. All of my contact info is available on this slide. I do have an office texting account as well as a phone number, so feel free to reach out whichever way is easiest. I also included the handles and links for some of our Florida Southern social media accounts, so don't hesitate to check those out as well. But anyway, I'll leave that slide up there for now. Let me see if any questions came in. Cool. So some questions that we do get being in Florida, folks want to know, what do we do about hurricanes? Here in Central Florida, we don't get, they don't get super bad this far inland, but we do have options in place. We normally, if we need to evacuate campus, we make the call in advance and we offer shuttles to make sure students can get to the airport to get home. And then any students who are unable to get home, we do have a safety shelter right here on campus. But again, they don't get very bad here in our area of the state. Cool. Turn off this share. Okay, and a little bit about if you're interested in a performing arts organization on the FSC websites, or excuse me, a performing arts major, so music, musical theater, or a general theater BFA, as well as any of the fine arts. Information about the required portfolio review and the audition is going to be on our website, usually just by clicking on that major's specific page. They are currently in the process of figuring out how they're going to navigate in person versus virtual, but there will be a contact for each of those departments right again on that page for any specific questions. And that also goes kind of to transition to any specific questions about the major as well. All of our majors on FSC's website include a contact member of the faculty. So if you have any super specific questions, you're always welcome to reach out to the faculty member whose email address is listed on that website. Cool. Well, with that being said, I'll just share my contact info one more time. So if anybody wants to take it down. And again, if you go onto Florida Southern's website, it's very easy to find contact info for your specific admissions counselor. So don't hesitate to reach out. No question is too small. We're happy to talk to you, whether you are a senior getting ready to apply this year or, a sophomore, junior, just kind of navigating your options. Don't hesitate to reach out. That's what we're here for.
All right. Thank you, Leanne. We really appreciate it. Thank you for those of us who were able to join us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We would love your feedback. We would appreciate any feedback you can provide. Again, I said this at the beginning, this is one of just many sessions being held, so please check back to oacac.org to check out what else is being offered. And as Leanne said, in about a week, you will be able to find the session's recording as well as all other sessions that have been recorded at oacac.org. Thank you so much, and everybody have a great day.
And thank you.